Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC code B1828 indicates a malfunction related to the driver's seat recline motor pulse in Honda Accord models from 2008 to 2012. This error specifically occurs when the recline switch is activated for more than 1 second as the seat reaches its forward or backward limits. The power seat adjustment system involves several components, including the power seat control unit and the recline motor. The power seat control unit is located under the driver's seat, while the recline motor is attached to the seat structure. This error can manifest due to various causes, such as electrical issues or problems with seat components. Addressing this issue promptly is vital for ensuring the proper adjustment of the driver's seat and overall driving comfort. Utilize the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, for diagnosis and troubleshooting this specific fault code. The DTC B1828 primarily involves the driver's seat recline motor and the power seat control unit, both integral for seat adjustment. The power seat control unit is responsible for managing the seat's movement, ensuring smooth and accurate adjustments. Located under the driver's seat, this component connects to various switches and motors, including the recline motor. The recline motor itself, positioned directly at the recline mechanism, moves the seat backrest backward or forward based on user input. When the recline switch is operated past the limits of seat travel, the system may trigger this error code, indicating that adjustments need to be made. Diagnosing the root cause is essential for restoring full functionality to the seat adjustment features, supporting both driver comfort and vehicle safety. The potential causes for the DTC B1828 error encompass several issues that may affect the functionality of the recline motor. A malfunctioning recline switch can erroneously signal the power seat control unit, causing it to register a pulse error. Additionally, poor electrical connections may result from wear, corrosion, or loose fittings, disrupting power flow to the seat mechanism. Seat limit issues can arise if the motor operates beyond its designed range, triggering the error code even when the system appears functional. Each of these causes has the potential to interrupt the usual operation of the seat adjustments, warranting a thorough inspection. Identifying the exact cause is crucial for applying the correct repairs and ensuring the driver's seat adjusts as intended. When experiencing the DTC B1828 error, several symptoms may arise indicating issues with the seat recline motor. The most apparent symptom is the driver's seat failing to recline smoothly or at all, which can affect driving comfort over extended durations. The presence of the error code itself on the dashboard or diagnostic tool alerts the driver to an underlying issue. Furthermore, unusual noises from the recline motor or control unit may be present, signifying potential mechanical problems. These symptoms not only detract from the driving experience, but also highlight the necessity for immediate attention to ensure safety and convenience. Identifying and addressing these symptoms early on is key to preventing further complications. The first step in troubleshooting the DTC B1828 is to clear any stored diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. The HDS is a specialized tool designed for Honda vehicles, allowing technicians to access various systems, including the power seat adjustments. Clearing the DTCs resets the vehicle system, enabling the technician to determine if the issue persists or was merely intermittent. After clearing the codes, it's essential to confirm that the DTC has been successfully removed from the system before proceeding. Following this initial step helps establish a clean slate for further diagnostics, ensuring that any future codes generated accurately reflect the current condition of the seat adjustment system. In the second troubleshooting step for DTC B1828, turn the ignition switch to the lock position and then back to the on position. 2. This action is critical as it resets the vehicle's electronic systems and allows for the proper functioning of the power seat controls. By cycling the ignition, you ensure that all systems revert to their initial state, which can help alleviate minor glitches. This step also prepares the vehicle for the subsequent operation of the power seat adjustment switch. It's important to ensure that the ignition switch is fully engaged in the on position to guarantee that power is correctly supplied to all necessary components involved in seat adjustments. Next, operate the power seat adjustment switch in all directions for more than 1 second each. This test is crucial for verifying the functionality of the power seat's adjustments following the ignition reset. By moving the seat in various directions, you can check the operation of the recline motor and other related mechanisms. It is essential to observe if the seat responds appropriately to all switch inputs. If the switch does not initiate movement as expected, it may indicate further issues within the electrical system or mechanical components. Monitoring the seat response during this operation is a proactive approach to identifying any potential faults early in the diagnostic process. After operating the power seat adjustment switch, check for any DTCs once again using the HDS. This step is vital as it allows for assessment of whether the DTC B1828 reappears after performing the previous operations. If the code is indicated, this suggests that there remains a persistent issue with the recline motor or control unit. Alternatively, if the DTC does not appear, this could signify an intermittent failure in the system that may now be resolved. Regardless of the outcome, documenting the results is essential in the diagnostic process to ensure a clear understanding of the seat mechanism's current state. It is important to handle this step thoroughly for an effective troubleshooting pathway. Next, check for the presence of DTC B1836 by using the HDS to scan for additional codes. The presence of this code may indicate a related issue that could either compound or clarify the situation regarding the recline motor error. If DTC B1836 is indicated, it's essential to follow the troubleshooting guidelines specific to that code to ascertain the nature of the problem. Should DTC B1836 not be shown, it could signify that the recline adjustment issue may not be part of a broader electrical fault. Each DTC provides vital diagnostic information that assists in pinpointing the root cause of the issue, making this step crucial for a comprehensive analysis of the vehicle's electrical systems. In this troubleshooting step, continue by checking for additional DTCs including B1825, B1826, and/or B1827 using the HDS. The identification of any of these codes may suggest underlying issues in the power seat adjustment system that may have a direct correlation with the initial DTC B1828. If any of these codes are indicated, proceed to the respective troubleshooting sections for each code to address them appropriately. If there are no further codes found, you can make progress in diagnosing the recline motor itself. This meticulous approach ensures that all potential faults are discovered and rectified, leading to a thorough repair pathway for the seat adjustment systems. For Step 7, return to the ignition switch and turn it to the lock position, then back to the on position. Second, this step is pivotal for resetting the electrical systems and ensuring that the power seat operations are primed for the next assessment. Reverting to the on position supplies power to the control unit and all seat adjustment components crucial for the functionality verification of the recline motor. Properly executing this step provides a clean slate for electrical signals, enabling any further tests to reflect the true condition of the seat mechanisms. It's vital to ensure that the ignition switch is functioning properly to avoid additional complications when assessing the recline motor operation. In the 8th troubleshooting step, operate the recline switch for 2 seconds to assess the smooth operation of the recline motor. This test is integral for determining whether the motor engages and functions as required when commanded to recline the seat. Carefully observe the motor's behavior during this test. Smooth operation indicates that the motor and control circuitry are working correctly. Conversely, if the motor does not run smoothly, it may suggest underlying issues, such as electrical faults or component failures, necessitating further inspection. Keeping track of these test results is essential to guide the next steps in the diagnostic process, potentially leading to the identification of the exact faulting mechanism. For the 9th step in troubleshooting, verify whether the recline motor operates smoothly. A smooth operation implies that the motor energizes properly without unusual noise or resistance, indicating no immediate mechanical fault. Should the motor groan or exhibit jerky movements, this may point towards potential mechanical problems or restrictions in the seat structure. Evaluating the motor's operation can be indicative of electrical supply issues or faulty switches warranting further examination. This step is critical for establishing a baseline for future checks and can greatly affect the following diagnostic decisions. Observing the motor function closely aids in diagnosing if further electrical and continuity tests are necessary. In this step, turn the ignition switch to the lock position. This action is significant as it serves to disconnect power from the power seat control unit, which prepares it for further disconnection of the electrical components. Shutting off power ensures safety during subsequent inspections or repairs. This step also allows for the necessary cool-down period for electronic components that may have been under load during previous tests. Always ensuring that the ignition is set to lock reflects good safety practices whenever working on automotive electrical systems. By cautiously following the proper sequence of powering down systems, you minimize risks of inadvertent shorts or shocks during troubleshooting. For the 11th step, disconnect the power seat control unit connector B40P. This connector is essential for the electrical communication between the power seat control unit and the vehicle's body control module. Always ensure that you handle the connector carefully to avoid damage to the pins or surrounding housing. Disconnecting this unit will allow you to isolate the power seat's electrical system for more in-depth testing. Following disconnection, ensure the ignition is either off or in the lock position to maintain safety. This important step prepares the technician to subsequently check for continuity in the wiring and connections that could be leading to the detected fault. In the 12th troubleshooting step, disconnect the recline motor position sensor 5P connector. This step is vital for isolating the recline motor from the control unit and testing the electrical pathways to ensure they are functioning. Ensure a firm grip on the connector with no lateral force applied to prevent pin damage. This disconnection allows you to assess electrical continuity between the connected components without interference from other signals or circuits. It is imperative that this step is executed while the ignition is off to maintain safety. Isolating each component effectively directs attention to possible faulty parts in the circuit, heavily facilitating the troubleshooting process. In the 13th step, check for continuity between power seat control unit connector B40P, terminals number 10 and number 29, to recline motor/position sensor 5P, connector terminals number 5 and number 4, respectively. Continuity testing is essential for determining if there are any breaks or shorts in the wiring, that could be affecting the operation of the recline motor. It is vitally important to use a multimeter and conduct this test under proper conditions to ensure correct results. If continuity is present, this indicates that the wiring is intact and functioning as it should, allowing continued troubleshooting of other components. Conversely, lack of continuity may suggest damaged wires or connectors that would need repair or replacement. This diagnostic step is fundamental in troubleshooting potential electrical issues among interconnected vehicle systems. Once repairs are completed, it is essential to conduct a final verification to ensure the problems have been effectively resolved. Start by confirming the effectiveness of the repairs performed, particularly focusing on the recline motor functionality and the overall power seat adjustment system. Use the HDS once more to recheck for any remaining DTCs, ensuring that the B1828 code is no longer present. Retesting the power seat adjustments in all directions is also advisable to confirm smooth operation and responsiveness. Additionally, ensuring the absence of any related DTCs provides evidence of a successful repair and helps identify the next steps in maintenance if needed. Final verification ensures that all aspects of the repair have been conducted thoroughly and restores driver confidence in the functionality of their vehicle. To prevent the recurrence of DTC B1828, routine electrical checks are paramount, especially within the seating mechanism power supply and related connections. Keeping an eye on the condition of wiring harnesses and connectors can avert potential issues before they manifest as trouble codes. It is also advisable to remind drivers not to extend the seat beyond its mechanical limits during adjustments, minimizing wear on components. Regularly lubricating seat mechanisms can improve movement smoothness and enhance the lifespan of all associated parts. But keen awareness regarding the operational limits of the seat can significantly reduce unnecessary strain that may lead to faults over time. Continuous maintenance habits can greatly diminish the likelihood of system failures. In conclusion, DTC B1828 signifies a driver's seat recline motor pulse error, often resulting from issues like switch malfunctions or poor connections. Understanding the symptoms, such as a malfunctioning recline motor and error display, paves the way for effective troubleshooting. A systematic approach is essential, utilizing the HDS for diagnostics and following the prescribed steps to isolate and correct the problem. Conducting routine maintenance checks helps prevent system failures and ensures long-lasting functionality of the driver's seat adjustment features. By adopting good preventive maintenance practices and addressing issues promptly, drivers can maintain the safety and comfort of their vehicles. Ultimately, recognizing error codes and their implications enable a more reliable driving experience for Honda Accord owners. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.